Hello and welcome to this week's Craft and Chat. I'm Amanda Fowler and I'm live on YouTube and Facebook under the brand name Inspiring Inking. Thank you so much for joining me today. Whether you're watching live or the replay, do let me know where you're watching from and let me know how you're doing. And if you can do a sound a sound and light check, please. That would be awesome. Let's start out by saying thank you so much for all of your messages. I emailed and shared on social media that I earned the 2025 Stampin' Up incentive trip. It's it's a wonderful thing. I have been blessed to have earned the trip for the past 16 years, every year, and that's every year since Stampin' Up started here in the UK. It's absolutely not something I take for granted, and we have a year to earn the trip, and the deadline for the trip was the 30th of September. So I've kind of, slid in under the wire, just crept in, which I'm truly thankful for. So thank you very much to everyone. Thank you for supporting me and my business and my awesome customers and my wonderful team. And I sound like I'm winning an Oscar, don't I? Well, it kind of feels like that, actually. And we're going to see Mickey Mouse. So we're going to Disney World in Florida. So it's very exciting. Okay, so let me know what you've been up to this week. I did say in my last email there have been some storms and flooding going on here in the UK, and I know that quite a lot of people have been affected in the last week or so. So I am hoping that if you've been affected, you are keeping yourselves safe and warm. And please know that our thoughts are with you. And then for my European friends as well, Central Europe has been suffering dreadful storms and floods. So, for my friends there too, we are thinking of you. Okay, so let me know what you've been up to in the past week. I'm going to give you a bit of an update of my crazy world. And as I'm sat here, I'm rubbing my hand over my desk, and I don't know, can you see the dust? Oh yeah, look, you can see the dust. There is dust everywhere. So my bathroom is ongoing. We've actually got to the point now where we're filling holes instead of making them. So that's a good thing. Some new coving went up. That was hysterical. Most houses are not sort of square. Most houses are a bit wonky, and our bathroom ceiling dips and our walls are curved. It's one kind of curves one way, one kind of curves the other way. And yeah, that has not made a happy Brian, because yeah, we like things straight. So it's been a bit of a labor of love. As a consequence, there's been lots of paint stripping, and we've been down beyond plaster in some areas, actually into the brick, and replastering, kind of replastering, but filling and great big chunks like this out of the wall. So yeah, it'll be all right in the end. But it's just not good. But I made the mistake of a couple of days last week. I hadn't shut the door to my studio. So, I mean, the dust gets in through like around the doors and stuff, doesn't it? Dust gets everywhere. So I'm kind of just trying to ignore the dust until we're done. And then we've got to have carpets done as well. So that'll be dusty too. So yeah. I'll be very pleased when it's done. But blimey, there is stuff. It's I hate dust. I really hate dust. Anyway, so that's kind of been going on. I had great joy of spending Saturday with some lovely crafters. I've been going to their group for about 14 years, I think now, long time, almost. Yeah, they were one of my first sets of customers when I started with Stampin' Up. And we always have a lovely day and lovely cake. So yeah, so that was really good at the weekend. And then Sunday I spent the day stripping paint off the wall. Hurrah! Hurrah. So that's my life currently. It is Stampin' Up, prepping for classes, prepping for retreat, prepping for in-person classes, sorting out scrapbooking stuff, and sorting out the battery. That's all I do. There's nothing else to do. So let's see. Come on. So somebody must have some more interesting tales to tell than me and my dust. So Ali is here, Michelle, Lorraine, Donna from Oz, thank you. Rob, hello. Margaret's here. Oh, not a lot going on, just work. Donna's saying not enough dust to grow any spuds yet. Yeah. And Ali said I should get my maid on it. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Yeah, there's no point. The only maid there is me anyway. Well, me and Brian, obviously, but yeah, there's just no point because it will just get worse. But really, I should have cleaned my desk first before I started coming and crafting. But that's okay. I'll put these paper down in a minute and it'll be fine. Chris is here with Angela. Hello. And Scylla. Awesome. So, there is a mountain of stuff going on with Stampin' Up again. It's just, I seem to feel like every time I come live, it's like, I'm going to tell you this and this and this. So I did email this morning. The first thing to know is right now there is a clearance rack refresh. There is a mountain of paper and stuff in there, including, well, about an hour ago, I don't know whether it's still there, the Trusty Tools paper from Celebration. There's loads of stuff. So do go and check that out because I'm not expecting that it'll last very long. So that is like right now. And then next Tuesday, so the 1st of October. How is next Tuesday, the 1st of October? The 1st of October, there is a kit sale. So I've actually got a kit to show you today. There's a kit sale. Up to 30% off kits. Again, kits are always while stocks last. Sometimes we know that they're going to get more in. But my guess is obviously what they're doing with the sale is to sort of move some of the kits and get ready for new kits. So there's the kit sale. I'm expecting there also to be 2 new kits. But I don't know for sure. But we're supposed to get 2 new kits every month. So I would imagine that they'll be on sale as well because all the other kits are. But again, I don't know that either. I'm telling you, I've got lots to tell you. But the reality is I don't actually know all the answers to all the questions. Shocker. I know some of it. Just not everything. So 1st of October, kit sale. I will email as soon as I know what's going to be included. I am guessing, again, that it's the kits that are like this. These kits, not the brand new workshop kits, the scrapbooking workshop kits. If they're on sale, that would be incredible, but I don't think they will be. So we've got a kit sale and we've got a starter kit promotion. Now, I know looking at the list, there's a lot of people I can see who are demonstrators and lots of people who are my awesome customers. I really, really would recommend that if you have ever thought about joining in October would be an awesome time. And there are like 100 reasons why, but I'm just going to give you a few. The first is it's like an add-on bonus joining promotion. So it's £99 or €129. And you get £160 worth of product or €214 of product, and you can pick whatever you would like. That's the first thing. So you get £61 more product than you're actually paying for. You also don't pay postage because a starter kit is always free shipping. You also don't have to meet your first quarterly minimum until the end of March because October is the beginning of a quarter. So you have 6 months to make your first quarterly minimum. It means that you'll be able to order things from the spring, summer and celebration catalogues in December because you'll be a demonstrator. It means that if you want to come to On Stage in France with us in March, you can do that too, which is a great couple of days for convention, which is amazing. There is also some new online exclusive products that are launching for demonstrators on the 1st of October. You can add those to your kit as well. And this is my genius idea that I came up with this morning. What if Santa needed a helping hand this year and you joined and you got Santa, as in one of your beloveds, to wrap up some of the items, obviously not all of them because you'll want some of them, for Christmas. Because it's like a bonus. See, I'm genius ideas. So I understand. I talk about this all the time. But if you want to join, just send me an email. Let me just pop my email address up. Send me an email. And I can ring you, or you can write all your questions, or you can text me, or whatever works for you. Because I understand that people have questions and they don't believe it doesn't have any catches, or, you know, you have to give stuff back, or all those kinds of things. Too good to be true. And our loved ones always go, oh, well, you know, it's too good to be true. It's no good at all. But I can answer all your questions. And, you know, it's best thing ever. And you get to hang out with me, and you get to hang out with the rest of my team, and the rest of the Stampin' Up community. And the UPS man's just arrived. I'll be back. What is it about Tuesdays? What? You know, when I place my orders, I purposely place it so that it shouldn't come on a Tuesday. But it always does. Now I'm out of breath because I've run up and down the stairs. So anyway, best thing to do ever. Right, so let's see. Sue's here. Lorraine got to have breakfast at the beach hut twice last week. That is amazing. Jill's here. Oh, she's keeping busy with crafting and work to distract herself from missing a son who went off to uni last week. I know there's quite a few people I've been talking to, quite a lot of uni-bound young people and parents who are missing them and worrying. I've been there, done that. Yeah, so sending hugs. Oh, Jill said she joined on an October deal 2 years ago. One of the best things she ever did. There you go. So it's not just me saying it. It really is. It's awesome. Okay. So I think that's everything on my list. I think. Good. Okay. Right. So shall we have a look at a bit of crafting? I've got two things to show you today. One is a kit, because I wanted to show you a kit, but the other is actually a card we're making at my in-person Christmas card class, which is on Thursday. Got a bit of a busy week this week, so tonight is craft along, and Thursday is an in-person stamp stack. So we're making 12 cards on Thursday evening. So, but it's got a fun technique, so I just wanted to share that with you today. So let me get this camera switched about so I can show you. There we go. Okay. So obviously we've got this kit sale next week. One of the things that I just want to say about the kits is sometimes, as crafters, sometimes we just want somebody to have designed everything for us. We don't want to think about it. We don't want to have to work out what color is going to go with what paper, or what stamps to use, or any of those things. And this is kits are the perfect thing for days when you want to do something creative, but you don't want to have to work too hard at it. I have a lot of customers who love these kits. I personally love them too, because there are days which, and this is why I explain it like this. There are days when I just want to craft, but I don't want to have to figure out what I want to do. So that's what I use kits for. But I've got a lot of customers who take these on their travels. So whether that's, you know, in the caravan down by the beach, or it's, you know, international travelers, or just going to friends and family, or where you just think, actually, I might like an hour out, or I might want to have something to do with the grandbabies. So these are perfect because they're always contained. Yeah, so you just have to take the box. You don't have to take additional glue and additional scissors and so on. If you want to, there's usually space in there, but as a general rule, you don't need to do that. And the other thing, and this is what I'm so excited about next week and the sale, is because these make perfect gifts. So they make perfect gifts for people who aren't crafty and for people who are. So, you know, there's like notebook kits, there's home decor kits, there's all kinds of different kits as well as card making kits. So, you know, yeah, they're just awesome. Oh, Ali's been a demonstrator for 5 years. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, so this is one of the new kits, and I'm really excited about it because look at this. Da-da-da. Okay, so it is the Card Keeper kit, and just throwing the box on the floor. Fine. It is in the autumn winter catalogue on page 11. You can see it. And I don't know how I hadn't realised it was blue with blue foil and leaves on it. That is so cool. So it comes in 2 parts. So I'm going to make a couple of the cards, I think. I'll see. I think it's 2 different cards. Yeah, 2 different cards. But I'm going to show you the box, and then I'll show you the other card. So this is this was contained like this. It did have cellophane on it. So it is really sturdy. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dividers, and these seriously solid dividers as well. And then you've got the box itself, and you open it out like that, and then this piece comes down and you stick that down. Now I'm going to get the instructions out because I don't want to do it wrong. And I'm a real rule follower. Of all the things you need to know about me, give me a set of rules and I'm there. And I will just follow the rules. Don't give me grey. Don't give me what ifs and maybes. I like rules. So they're all the cards. So in here, oh, whoa, that is so cool. So look, you've got these 6 different labels, and you've got them in Dutch and French and German. So those are designed to go on here. So that's very cool. So that's the first one. And then look, I'm just checking. Yeah, it just says peel it and stick it. I just thought I'd check. That's one. Because you never know. 2. Ooh. See if I can actually unpiggle that. Actually, whilst I'm doing that, if anybody has got any hints and tips, I've got a problem with my nails. I've got nail strengthener on them today. Some of my nails are splitting from the tip down like that. So down the nail. So I'm kind of at a loss as to what to do with them. I've tried strengtheners and I've tried putting gel on and all sorts of things, but I'm wondering whether I need some different vitamins and that kind of stuff. So any recommendations of how to firstly repair my nails but then stop it happening again would be really good. Look how cool that is. Really sturdy box. So here's the thing. Let me pop that in. As I said to you earlier, these kits work great as gifts. But do you know what? You could get the kit, make the project yourself, so you have the joy of making it, and then give this to somebody. And actually, I'm going to do this. It's all right, my sister-in-law won't actually watch this video, but I'm going to do this for her. So I should put the French stuff on there. So anyway, because she lives in France. So let's get on with this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 10 cards. So we've got printed on both sides the envelopes. And then those are the cards. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then you've got the other ones there as well. So let's have a look. So we'll do this one first. And it's got a vellum circle, just because just because I'm just looking for the right set of words. That's the German. Just because. There we go. And then, these are the gold foil, and this is really sturdy. So we've got the glue dots. Okay, so I'm going to use a glue dot. So the glue dot is going on the leaves. And then the just because is getting dimensionals. And this is the other awesome thing about it. Everything is included. So your glues are included. So that just because is going, ooh, there. I'm just going to move my leaves up a bit. You see? There we go. There we go. And then we'll put a couple more glue dots behind. And because this is vellum, this is how we always manage to hide the glue. So if you build everything onto your vellum piece first, like that, and then put the glue behind, nobody will ever see how you've stuck your vellum down. So let's just do this one. Oh, that's so cool. Isn't that pretty? So I think that is designed to go with that one. I'll pop that to one side. And then the other one, oh, got lots of elements. So you've got 2 foil leaves, 2 ordinary leaves, and then a thinking of you. Actually, I'm going to put a happy birthday on this one. So I'm just going to use the dimensionals. Okay. Little tiny glue dots. And these glue dots, I'm struggling a little bit because obviously, like I said, my nails are in pretty rubbish shape at the moment. And I don't want to kind of piggle them too much. I don't want to kind of try and lift off the backings, but we're getting there. Okay. Lots of comments coming in about the nails. So once I've done this card, I will read them. Thank you. But I really appreciate any help you can give. I have been doing some stuff, so I will share with you what I have been doing. But one of the things I am aware is it probably takes about, I don't know, 6 months or a year to grow the full length of your nail. So whatever I'm doing now, I've got to persevere for a long time. And you may know this. You may not. About some things, I am very, very patient. And other things, I am not. And I'm not very patient with myself. I can be the most patient teacher and the most patient in many different areas of my world, but I am not patient with myself. So, and things like my nails not growing fast enough and repairing themselves fast enough, that I will not have that much patience with that. So there we go. Look, I did it. I made 2 awesome cards. Like so. And we've got this amazing box. £24, I think this kit is. And like I said, I'm going to do all of this and give it as a gift. So I'm very excited. about that. So let's move that along. And then I'll do a little bit more crafting whilst I'm reading the things. Lorraine's recommending nail oil. Yes, I use nail oil a lot. And I actually rub it. This is a tip for everybody, actually. I actually put it around my cuticle, but also rub it into sort of this area at the top of your finger, because that's where the new growth kind of comes from. So I do that. But yeah, so that's been doing that. Sue has the same problem. And Triana's saying that kit is on the next list to buy. Donna's having the same problems. Been using Nutrametrics hand and nail oil. Yeah, plus keeping nails short and growing them out slowly. Yes, so that's the other thing. I am cutting them really short, but they're flaking. They're flaking that way as well as splitting. So I don't know. So I'll try that. I'll look, Donna, for that Nutrametrics. It may be an Aussie brand. I'm not sure I've come across it, but quite often we have the same brands. It's just they are branded differently, if that makes any sense. But there are some vitamins like biotin, I want to say. B vitamins. So I don't know. We'll see. But if somebody else comes up with an answer, I will be truly grateful. Oh, just before I I put these in the basket earlier. I got 2 cards last week. This is from one of my lovely team members, Sarah. She was saying thank you very much for a gift that I'd sent her. Now this is definitely, I think this is one of the kits. I think it is Garden of Thanks. I'm not sure, but it's really pretty. And then this one is from the lovely Michelle. Michelle and I have been friends since Stampin' Up launched. We've both been demonstrators since the very first day. And yeah, we're very good friends, and I'm truly grateful to have her as my friend. But she sent me this lovely million thanks card the other day, so that's really beautiful. So it's always nice to see cards that the people have made. Okay, so I am pretty obsessed with this product suite. And the people who are coming to my Christmas retreat will already know this, because the Peaceful Evergreen stamp set is included in the retreat, as well as this paper, which is incredible. But we've got this amazing embossing folder, and I was playing around with it, and I made a card, and I thought I would share it with you. But I just want to point out a couple of things on here. So the first thing is, you don't always have to buy the whole product suite or the whole bundle. If you want to buy dies, you can. That's why Stampin' Up has them separately. And I didn't want this particular stamp set, but I bought the dies because I've got, where is it? This one. This is Greetings of the Season, which has got a happy and a merry in it, and it goes with the Christmas words. And then you've got all these labels, which work really, really well. So just, you know, when you're looking at something, we kind of automatically go, oh, I'll buy the bundle. But you may end up with dies that you don't necessarily need or stamps that you don't necessarily need. So do consider getting one, not necessarily both. And then with the Peaceful Evergreens, the dies here, not only have you got the dies that match the trees, but you've got snow, which is amazing, and this bow. So let me see if I can show you. Yeah. Look at that bow. Look. How cool is that? That's those pieces that make that bow, which is very cool. And there's the Christmas die cut. So, anywho, I have embossed the trees. It's called the Painted Trees 3D. It is a really thick embossing folder. It's 6 by 6. So the embossing folder will only fit if you've got a wide-mouthed die cutting machine, not if you've got one of the really narrow ones. And I've got a label punch. I've got lots of ink. And trees. And a star. So the first thing that I'm going to do is do my stamping. So I'm going to stamp a couple of trees. Do they look like trees to you? And stamp a couple of stars, because I need to cut those out. And I'm going to get myself kit. And this is Mossy Meadow card blank, an old olive layer, and white layers. And then I've got a bit of striped iridescent trim. Now, I talk about this all the time. I love it. It's one of those ribbons that will go with any color. So when you put it on the green tones pop out of it. You put it on the blues and the pinks, those colors pop out. It's like a chameleon ribbon. It's really cool. So we've got that and we've got that. So what I'm going to do is punch out the sentiment from the center of this card. And this is something that you should always be doing, really, because it makes your card go a bit further. So once this layer is stuck on the top there like that, you are not going to know there's a hole in the back. And I mean, if you wanted to, you could gut out more of that. I tend to only just do one punched piece, but equally you could probably fit a couple of punches on there if you wanted to. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment. Whoa. Which I've used from Greetings of the Season, and I'm using Season's Greetings this time. So I've got Mossy Meadow ink, and we're stamping it on Old Olive. So it's green on green, but because this is a much deeper green, it's going to stand out beautifully like that. And then I'm going to stamp the little trees. Now, these trees are just so pretty. And the way the red rubber stamps have been etched, you end up... Oh, I've got a hollow. Bear with me a second. You end up with... Just That's really strange. My stamp, look, ended up with a hollow. My stamp has been squashed. So let me just clean that. Give it a bit of a wiggle. Sometimes if the foam, this foam layer, if the stamp has been sort of under things, so it might have been put under the punch or under the ink pads, it can squash it and then it doesn't stamp properly. So let me just give it a bit of a wiggle and let it straighten itself out. But if I if I bring this up, you can see you've got the different tones where it's actually etched. So let's try the emergency side. See if this is stamping better. Still not great, but let's just push it a bit further down. And I'll take it off the block in a minute and just let it rest. And all I'm doing, I'll show you, is just stamping multiple times. And look, we've got a forest going on there. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to take this off its block and put it to one side and let it rest. It will just kind of reform itself, but it just needs to kind of expand again. Okay, so what have we got? We've got the inside, we've got the stamped layer. So now we've got the fun bit. So I've got pre-embossed this piece of basic white, and I've got 3 blending brushes and 3 shades of green. So we've got Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, and then Shaded Spruce. Now, Shaded Spruce is a much more bluey green, and I'm just going to use that as highlight. I'm going to start out with Old Olive, and I'm going to be really light with this. I'm just going to turn it so my trees are going left to right. And I'm just going to rub over the embossed area. And it doesn't matter if it goes off the embossed area, but I'm just rubbing really gently. And what's going to happen is those raised areas are going to pick up the ink. And it's going to start colouring in my trees and just give them a bit of tone. So you can start to see that it's picking up. So I'm just going to go over again. And whenever you're using a blending brush, just go gently. Don't need to press hard. And if you do press hard, to be fair, what will happen is you'll end up with splodgy bits. You don't want splodgy bits. So that's Old Olive. Then I'm just going to use some Mossy Meadow. And again, I'm going to go over, but again, what's going to happen is it won't pick it up on all of the areas. It will just pick it up on some. And you can see the trees coming to life there. And then we'll do a tiny bit. See how much bluer this is, the Shaded Spruce. So I'm just going to put a little bit in. And what this is going to do actually is it's going to kind of make it a bit more like a Norway. Is it a Norway spruce? Which one's bluey in tone? But the 3 shades together just give you beautiful tree color. So then I'm just going to snip my little stars out, because although I'm pretending this is in a forest, I want it to have a little bit of Christmas pizzazz. So so we've got a little star. Now there is a die that comes with the bundle for the star, but I'm just going to do it myself, and that's mainly because I didn't want to bring my cut and emboss machine upstairs. And it'll only take me a second to snip this out. So there we go. And I'm just gonna pull glue dots. So that's that one. There we go. Okay. So next up, I'm going to layer this onto my old olive. Layer. Then my sentiment is going to come down here. So what I'm going to do, move that out of the way, is pop my ribbon on. And this is a great way of putting your ribbon on if you've only got little bits of ribbon. You know those little bits of ribbon that we all save, but they're no good for tying a bow because there's not enough ribbon. This is the way to do that. So just, I always use double-sided tape or a tape runner. I don't, when I'm doing ribbon like this, I don't use the Tombow because it slips too much. And then, yeah, that can go there. So I've got the glue runner out now, so I'll just use the rest of it on there. And, ooh, so that's going to go on the front, like so. Get some dimensionals. Oh, put that on the inside. Ooh. There we go. And then what I'm actually going to do this time is I'm putting the dimensionals at each edge of the punched piece, because what I want it to do is kind of sandwich over the top the ribbon, like so. There we go. Really quick Christmas card, but ever so fun, and it's just another way of using the different products that you have. And you'll probably find other 3D embossing folders that you've got, you'll be able to do a similar thing with them, putting additional color onto. So what did I do with those cards I made not 2 minutes ago? Oh, here we go. Let me just grab these as well. So that's the happy birthday. Let's pop that like that. Pop that like that and that one too. Awesome. Okay. Ali saying yes, it is a Norwegian spruce. Thank you. Thank you, Donna. Oh, thank you, Margaret. It's not something that she's thought about doing before. That's brilliant. Good. Sue's looking forward to craft along later. Yes, I will be live at 7 UK time for craft along. And then I'll actually see a few people on Thursday as well. Lovely. Brilliant. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Lorraine. Okay, well, that is all from me today. I will be back here at 2 o'clock next Tuesday, which apparently is the 1st of October. Not sure I'm ready for it to be October yet. But I am sure it will be fine. The year is running away. So I will see lots of you tonight. I'll see some of you on Thursday. I'll see everybody back here on Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Take care of yourselves till then. And remember, if you want to talk to me about joining or any of the special offers or things, you know where to get me. And as always, all of the products that you've seen today are available in my online store. So if you pop over to www.inspiringinking.com, you will see all of the products and clickable links to my online store. But those special offers that I talked about, clearance rack is on right now. But the joining offer and the kit special is next Tuesday, 1st of October. All right. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.